Welcome back, guys. So it is established that we can use any of these tools to script. So you could use ChatGPT if you have to. You could use Gemini, but I'm used to Gemini, so I want to use Gemini to write my script. So I won't do too much since it's scripting. What I want to do now is to get a storyline from a novel, from a popular novel. So I would say I need to create the animation version of the book, since this is just a theme I'm establishing. So it could be anything. You could have a storyline, you could have anything you want to work on. But I'm using this as an example. So I need to create the animation version of the book, things fall apart in its background settings with good character. Okay, we are not talking about character yet, so let's say things fall apart. So I need a script for it. Since the scripting we are doing, I need a 5 minute script. Okay, I need a 5 minute script on this storyline. Yes, so I need a 5 minute script on the storyline. So give me the script, that sums up everything that happens in things fall apart by Chinua Achebe. So this is just an example right now. You could use any, if you have a storyline, if you're a writer, yes, this is good for you. If you have a storyline you want to use, if it's an ad you want to create, so you have to define your theme. So your theme definition is very, very important, and that's what I just did. So I'm going to have this sent right now. So let's see what the script will look like. So having to have a script, then we can talk about generating video. Since we have an SOP that has our video creation process, so now you have video creation process department. We don't need this for now, so we could take that off. Yes, easily. So we have something like this that says purpose. So the purpose of the SOP is to outline the standardized process for creating high quality videos from concept to final delivery. Yes, so we can have this as well. So let me just have this edited the way I want to. So you have your scope. So your scope should be what kind of video. So is it educational videos? Is it promotional content? Of course, you should know that as the story creator. So you have your roles and responsibility, which outline different roles. So now the first thing we want to do is to develop and structure our script, which is what we are doing. And you can align your message with objectives. Since you have a scope already, you could align that here at the script level, which could be done by content strategies. But AI now would give you the ability to be able to do all these things yourself. So we're going to have the procedure. So now we are creating a clear, engaging, and structured script aligned with the video's purpose. So process, define video goal, identify audience, develop a strong hook, and the content should be introduction, make content, call to action. Then you have your review. So let's see how this comes in handy. So here we have the 5 minutes animation script summarizing Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. So we have the narrator, calm, clear voice. We have Okoko. We have Unoka, Nwoye. So these are different characters right now. And these different characters, of course, would have their own character sets. So that's the essence of characterization. And now we have the animation style, which is vibrant, slightly stylized, evoking traditional Igbo art. So scene one has this. So you have your animation, you have your narrator. So just give me the narrator. Just give me the narrator's script. Yes, for now, because I want to generate the audio next, because that's how I arrange my video creation process. So the first thing is to get the script. So let's get the script right now. So the script would be in introduction, make content, call to action. So this would have been the structure of the content. So here we have this, and we're going to paste this right now. So just give me the narrator script with the following, with the following structure. Yes, with the following structure. So we have the introduction, make content, call to action. So let's see what we have right now. So we're going to have the structure of our script. So once we have that, we can now edit and approve. So let's see the edited version of our script right now. So I'm getting a script right away, and this is the introduction, then the main content comes in, then the call to action. It depends on what the characterization should be. So let's see what we have. So this is the main script right now, and here we have it. So I'm going to copy this and see what the script is like. So I'm going to say, okay, so we're going to have something like this. Perfect. We're going to have something like this. Then we have this as well, which is the main content, and the narrator should be put apart. So we have all this. So now I'll say I want the script this way. So now I'll say I want the script this way. You should add more depth to the storyline as a professional script writer. As a professional script writer, this should be the final cleared script for voiceover. For voiceover, give me the voiceover scripts directly. Okay, so here we have it. So the voiceover scripts directly without adding the structure or narrator label. It's as simple as that. So let's have the final script right now. So now we can now work on the final script. So I could have this opened somewhere new. So we can have our script formatted the way we should. You could actually add your own part of the script. So I'm going to start this. So let's see what the final result would be. So right now, this is my SOP, and SOP is working for me, of course. Now we can now write the script. So the full script is right here, without having to add the narrator or the main content. So there we have it. So let's see, let's copy that. Let's copy this to the very end. So if I were to work on this directly, I would go through the content word for word and look at what could be improved, what could be added, what could be removed. Yeah, of course, I must have read Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, but right now we are having a summary for the same book. So I'm pasting that right now, and there we are. So we have the full script right here. I would have worked on it personally, but I won't be able to do it in this video. I'll have to work on it personally and get back to how we're going to generate an audio for it. I hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.